connection.
Welcome everybody to Tuesday Night Live. I am so glad you're here. Whether you are here live with us having some fun or you're watching the recording, I'm just glad you're here. You are going to learn a ton tonight. You are going to want to grab a pen and a paper and get ready. I love our new format where you're hearing about a product of the week. You're going to get some social media training. We also have a great new financial tip that Dawn's going to share tonight on how you can help your customers make payments if they want to spend a lot of money with you and maybe don't have the budget to get the $399 roll-up bag kind of thing. So we're going to share that. I've got some fun scoop and some events coming up. So I will introduce myself, Diane Covington. I'm most excited that at our Jamboree last weekend, I had the privilege of going with Carrie McCurdy and Kim and Dawn, and we had a great time. Jen Goss was there, Lori was there. We were recognized as the #2 unit, which I was super proud of you guys for being, and of course, Sandy Muller was sitting right next to me. Connie Johnson was sitting right next to me. You guys were all there. It was an amazing event, great training, a lot of inspiration, and it just helps you realize that whatever you're thinking is what you're going to get. So all these 6-figure plus women that are making a lot of money are sitting there explaining how she's signing up 6 to 10 people a month. And I said, Kayla, how are you doing that? She goes, I don't work from home. I go to a coffee shop with my laptop and I wait for really sharp women to come in. And then she'll say, excuse me, gosh, my name is Kayla. I'm the makeup girl and I would love to offer you a free sample. And so it's just funny what happens when you put yourself out there. So get ready for some fun tonight. I'd love to introduce you to, and I will also say one other thing. I'm super excited that this Saturday, I will be representing our unit at Leadership Conference in Fort Worth, Texas. We qualified for the party. We qualified for the exclusive luncheon. I also qualified for an additional dinner that Janice gave us a huge challenge, and I think only 3 of us earned it. It's going to be a blast, and it's going to be cold, but I'm going to get all the inside scoop. They will tell me not to share any of it, and you all know me. As soon as I come home, I will share all of it. Now, I will tell you, I will be posting a challenge tonight on our Facebook page. So even if you're not a Facebook girl, try to go on our Facebook page tonight. It is a challenge for the days that I'm gone. There's like 9 things you can do. And out of the 9, if you do at least 5 of the 9 while I'm gone, I will be bringing home a special prize for you. So be looking for that challenge. I can put it out in an email as well, but it will be posted on Facebook as well. But I'd love to introduce my awesome and amazing offspring from Woodland, California, Lori Lagerstrom with the Luminary Unit. Yay! Lori, do you want to share what you're most excited about?
I'm most excited about the 6 most important things. I love it just in case. Oops. Crystal.
I got it.
Sorry. That was just in case if some of us take a longer time figuring out what we're passionate about or what our why is to make us cry, if we're not a crier or something, the company suggests some things and we can just adopt those. So I'm excited about the 6 most important things and to get to work on those. Yeah,
the little video that Janice made is really cute. I hope you've all watched it. It's less than a minute, or it's about a minute and a half. And she shows the lucite stand. I was so hoping my box was going to come today because I wanted to show it to you guys. But it's about the size of an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. It comes free in your order when your order accumulates $600 wholesale during the month. So whether you do 600 at once or you do smaller orders, as soon as it hits 600, you get that gift from the company. And if you're new, in your first 4 months, which I know is Dawn and Kelly and a few of you guys and Crystal, you also get free product as well. So,
well, thank you, Diane, because that is the prize for doing your 600 wholesale, which means you're selling enough to do that. And if you're selling, at full retail, you're going to be earning $600. But I was referring to the 6 most important things for units and for consultants have a challenge from directors and our national.
Correct. In fact, since you're talking about that, let me go ahead and screen share this really quick. So it'll kick out your music, Lori, but that's okay. So this is the contest that I hope you guys are literally print this out. This is where you guys can get cash for seminars. So print this out. The goal is to be a star consultant this quarter or next quarter or both. If you are a star consultant, that means you have 1,800 wholesale in from December 16th through, if you want to write those dates down, December 16th was the first day of the new quarter through March 15th. So it ends March 15th. So you definitely want to pace yourself now because we're halfway through June or halfway through January, excuse me. The second square is earning your SOAR. So you don't want to miss a month of this. So if you have not been ordering at the $600 level every month, that's the best time to, reach out to your director. And I'll just pick on somebody. Let's just say it's Sandy Muller. She'll call me and say, okay, Diane, I've been averaging $100 a week in reorders, and that's not enough to get this goal. So what do I need to do? It's like, well, let's brainstorm. How much can you do in reorders, and how much business do you think you need in new business? What I will tell you guys is a $300 week every week is $1,200 at the end of the month. $600 goes in your pocket, $600 goes back into product. You've done your SOAR achievement. Okay, Princess Court is 20,000 retail. It is not too late for each and every one of you guys to still reach this. Remember, this is retail. So when you place a $1,000 order, it's 2,000 retail. And anytime the company gives you free stuff or a higher discount, that counts for that. And then of course, adding 3 Great Start Qualifieds, just adding 3 to your team, and I will get them Great Start Qualified. That's not your job, that's my job. So when you have all 4 squares filled out, you get $200 cash towards seminar, toward Dallas. So as soon as you get there, I have $200 cash that could basically pay for your airfare. It could pay for a bunch of your hotel. If you do 3 squares, it's $100 seminar credit. 2 squares, it's $50 seminar credit. And if you debut as a sales director by June 30th, you get a $600 seminar credit that can be used either to buy your jacket or whatever you want. So this is a great contest. I would really wrap your head around this, you guys, because this top right one has to be done every month. So this is something you need to make sure you're working on. And to get them Great Start Qualified, they have 4 months to get Great Start Qualified. So you really don't want to wait and recruit them in May or June. You really want to front load that and have them add your team. And right now, you guys, people are getting Christmas bills. I got my credit card today from all the Christmas shopping I did. It's like, wow, good thing I sold a lot. And so people are getting their bills from the holidays. And so a lot of people are thinking, I might need a side hustle. So this is a great contest. Please make sure you print that out. Does anybody have questions on that contest? Anyone have any questions at all on that? No? Okay. Well, what I'd love to do really quick is I first want to introduce one of my news team members. This is Crystal. She's in the little middle square. Crystal, wave. Crystal is a very, very fabulous, talented photographer who's actually even doing headshots. So if you are local and you need a headshot, she is doing them on the first Friday of February at Gratitude Coffee. You do need to pre-register, but if you need that or you want more details about getting a new headshot, just reach out to me and I can hook you up with Crystal. Crystal, how was it to come to the event last night? I know you've never been to a Mary Kay event. It was crazy. We had over 50 models. Do you want to just share anything about the event last night?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was very educational because I don't take the time to actually learn how to take care of my skin properly. Like I'll learn it and then I'll not do it because I get lazy. So it was really fun to learn about it. And I was able to bring a friend and fellow business owner with me. She learned a lot too. So that's the big issue. That's one of the things she said. She's like, what makes Mary Kay different is that you actually learn about like how to pamper yourself. And she's in wellness industry. So that's really big for her.
Yeah. And the other fun thing too is that, and I've had more and more of my clients say they love the fact that they can then call me with a question, like an ingredient or order of application. You go to Sephora, Ulta, you buy stuff. You don't get to call them the next day and say, hey, is the girl that helped me still there? I have questions. And trust me, they're not going to remember your birthday or call you and send you samples and whatever. So yeah, we have that personalization. And so Crystal's really going to do this obviously for the half off, but to offer it to her photography clients. Amanda Pitzer, who's been in our unit for over 10 years, she's a photographer. And for a while, it was like you refer business to the Mary Kay girl who's got the setting powders and the finishing sprays and all the stuff for photography. And then she decided, well, why am I sending all this business to the Mary Kay lady? I'll just join. So she did, and she offers it as a service for her clients, and it's worked beautifully. So I can't wait for Crystal to get more familiar with the product, so because she'll know what works in photography and what doesn't. So Crystal, I'm super excited, and I'm excited to promote your headshot event, and I'm excited to have you on my team. And at whatever pace you go, I think you're going to have a great time. So welcome, welcome. I'd love to get a little bit of feedback. So for those of you who were there last night, either Kelly, Dawn, or Carrie, feel free to unmute yourself and just tell me, what did you think of the makeover event? For those of you who don't know, Janice Trude, our national, is here in town, and she did a huge makeover event, and we had seats for 50, and we were hoping to have 50, but we actually had more than 50 people show up. So anybody want to share? Dawn, Kelly, or Carrie? Kelly, you want to say something?
I'll just really quickly say it was really great to be in a room with so many great Mary Kay people with so much knowledge, and to do all of the skincare and all the makeup stuff in person. That was great. I hadn't done the makeup portion of it. So it was great to hear all that straight from Janice. I mean, it was awesome with her shiny black heels and her short little skirt up there.
Everyone else is freezing.
Yeah. She's impressive.
And you had 3 guests there, Dawn. So that was exciting.
Did.
And anytime you guys have 3 guests on any event, virtual or in person, I always send you a gift. So, but your guests all seem to have fun.
Yes, they all did. They're all probably going to purchase some products.
That's exciting.
And I'm working on their follow-up on closing the, party, and talking to them about next steps. So that's also great practice for me to go through and do all that. So this was, I had a great time.
Good for you. And you know what's funny is that only in Mary Kay, because I had 8 guests, and so I had all their stuff pre-squirted, but I hadn't done their foundation. So as they're arriving, and then Dawn comes, and I wanted to help Dawn because she's new and she didn't have all the supplies and stuff. And so I literally grabbed Sonia Soto, who's in Kelly's unit, and I said, Sonia, will you come help her? And she's like, sure, because Sonia's guests hadn't arrived. And so it, only in Mary Kay could you grab someone who has nothing to do with our unit and say, can you help my new girl? And she was very helpful to Dawn, and we got it all figured out. So, and I know a lot of you want to do another event. So I'm in the process of trying to find another venue that would seat 25 people that we can do another one. Kelly or Carrie, you want to make any comments on last night?
I learned a lot, even though I quit taking notes, but I didn't have any guests because my guests decided to back out on me at the last minute. So I was more concentrating on listening to her than writing stuff down.
Okay.
So and it gave me a lot more knowledge about the products, except for like the walnut powder, because that was confusing because I don't think that the cleanser had walnut powder in it.
That's all good. We got it all figured out.
Whenever you hear something like that, excuse me for interrupting, but whenever you hear something like that, you can always check it. Fact check. You can fact check by going to Mary Kay In Touch, because it has all the information about the ingredients.
Yeah,
And
and then but it gives me a lot more knowledge about the products, and I can actually tell my clients or my guests that want a party about the products, and actually feel more confident when I'm actually hosting a party for the people that want it.
Right. And that's when Mary Kay always says, come even if your guests don't come. If your guests no show and you still come, but ideally earn while you learn. So while you're there taking notes, being completely like, what? You have models there that are probably going to make a purchase like Dawn did. So congratulations, Kelly, for getting a sitter and making it happen. Dawn, I appreciate you being there last night with models. Carrie, anything you want to add to last night? How was it for you?
Well, it was great, but I was working for Janice because I didn't have anybody there, so she put me to work. So that was cool. Yeah, it's always nice because everybody always is good about whatever. I had my stuff and somebody grabbed the wrong bag or whatever, so I just gave her my roll-up bag and said, use what you need to use. I mean, it's always
Carrie
just
was go give last night, huh, Carrie?
I just did what needed to be done. I mean, it's a lot of fun being around everybody and watching everybody and meeting other consultants from different areas. And because I was number one in Genesis again, a couple people did ask me if they could follow me and get my name. And I was like, sure, no problem. So that's
that's-
always kind of exciting.
That's a great segue to the Jamboree on Saturday. So Carrie was recognized as the number one consultant in the whole thing for Court of Sales. So Carrie, how did they, because when they started number 5, they got to number 4, they got to number 3, I'm thinking, did Carrie not make the top 5? And then they got to number 2 and I was like, wait a minute. And then when they said number 1 was Carrie, I just about had a meltdown. I was so excited. I got pictures of her on stage. So Carrie, how was that for them?
No, I did the same thing. I'm like, wow, did I not make it in this? Because you never know, because there were what, 3 nationals there?
Mhm.
So you don't know. But yeah, that was pretty cool.
Stop.
So did you go home and tell your husband?
No, but I told him
You
when I
didn't tell
got
Quentin
home.
you were number 1?
Huh?
You didn't tell
I
Quentin?
didn't call to tell him. No, I
Oh,
told him
no,
when
but
I
does
got
he
home.
know? Does he know you were number 1?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, if
Janice
not, I
already
need to get his
said,
phone number.
tell your husband hello. I'm like, yes, ma'am. I think
Yeah.
she just does that to make me get busy, but yeah.
Well, I was very, very proud to see you cross the stage. And I got to see also Dawn across the stage for being a star consultant, Kim cross the stage for being a star consultant. So really quick, Carrie, how was Jamboree for you?
Oh, it was really great. I have not gone over any notes or anything yet. And with yesterday's and then today I was running around all day. So give me a minute to decompress, but it was awesome.
Okay, well, share with us next week something that you got.
Yeah,
from
I
the
will.
Jamboree. That would be great.
They had a lot of great ideas. I'm going to check into all this stuff and then I'll let you know. And I will try to get together that satin hands thing she made.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
one thing. In fact, I was going to reach out. Do you know who the name of the director is? Because I would love to show her video and post that. So you guys, the gal did a great thing with like a burlap paper, brown paper, and she folds it like a bouquet of flowers, puts satin hands in there with silk flowers. And she only does like 1 or 2 as a prototype and then takes orders. And then she said she hires her 2 girlfriends and another person. They come over and they'll mass produce like 20 or 30 of them. And then she sells them for Valentine's. And you can put satin lips in with it, or just satin hands by itself. But her goal was to do $2,500 between the 1st and the 14th of February. Because, you know, Valentine's Day is a different holiday. People are all going to get something for somebody special, whether it be a galentine or significant other or, you know, whatever. So, or a mom or a daughter.
Niece.
Yeah. Okay. So Kim, can you unmute yourself really quick if that's an option and tell us how was Jamboree for you? What was your greatest takeaway? Same thing with you, Jen Goss, either one of you. What was your greatest takeaway from Jamboree on Saturday?
I would have to say that my greatest takeaway was that no matter what does happen, it is all possible, because somebody's house burnt down and they still survived and they went forward and they just kept going, one foot in front of the other. And that's the benefit of this company, is that everybody lifts each other up. And even though your house might burn down, you have a profession, you have a way to continue to do whatever you need to do. And I love that. I mean, that's amazing. That doesn't happen anywhere else.
Yeah, one of the nationals, her entire house burned down, like they lost everything. And so
Yeah.
just to have that was amazing. Dawn, do you want to share anything from Saturday? That was your very first like event, like a training event. So how was Jamboree for you?
It was pretty impressive. I mean, to be in the same room with so many women making 6 figures was like really inspiring, and their stories were all so similar. You know, like they started out maybe not expecting what they have, and they started very simply, including, you know, Janice and you, and just hearing like they started just wanting the discount, and look at them now. Like it just was like so inspiring. And the training was good. I learned a lot. I took a lot of notes, and yeah, there was a raffle. It was, you know, fun stuff. I didn't win anything. I think Carrie won like a bunch of stuff, but we were winners as a group. So that was awesome.
So I always ask when we leave an event like that, what is the one thing you're going to implement? So if you had to pick one thing, Dawn, and I know I'm totally putting you on the spot, but what's one thing, if you can think of one thing, what's one thing you're going to implement from Saturday?
Just to like bite it off one, bite off the elephant one bite at a time. Like just take one thing, make that 6-thing list and just take it one step at a time. And it's easy to get kind of overwhelmed because there's a lot, but just to one foot in front of the other and, do your very best and just, have a positive feeling and just passion for the product when you're talking. And you can only go up, like you can only accomplish things, and helping women is it's very fulfilling, and it's just a wonderful feeling. It's all for the good of helping women. So just a lot of positivity.
I appreciate that. I think the thing that I took away that I heard multiple times, and maybe that's just what I needed here, with getting into action. It's like, so you hear all this, you learn all this. So what's your next activity? Like, get into action, even if it's little, like get into some action. Don't reanalyze and keep analyzing. Like, what are you going to implement today, kind of thing. So I appreciate that. Carrie, was there any one thing you're going to implement that just stuck with you? I know you haven't had a chance to really look through your notes, but is there any one thing that comes to mind that you're planning to implement?
Well, one of them, I don't remember who it was because I wrote a couple things down while I was recording it all, but book one party a day. I thought that was very, just do it, Don't,
In fact,
don't make
it's funny. I
so.
don't know if you all, I don't know, Carrie, if you know this, but that used to be what Mary Kay said our first assignment was. She said the first thing you do in the morning when you get up and you're, quote, in your office or your Mary Kay mode, is your first thing you do is you book a party. You call a friend and book a facial and then turn it into a party, or find someone who wants a half off shopping spree. But once you get that booking done, then it's like, woohoo. And then whatever else you do is kind of gravy, because without bookings, we don't have a business. So, so yeah, one a day, they said, will keep all the scaries away. Jen Goss, anything you want to add to that? You or Kim, anything you're planning on implementing from Saturday?
Not particularly. No, except maybe the fact that my goals have changed and they're larger than they used to be. And so I'm looking for bigger, more committed parties where they're actually buying and not just like, oh, that's nice and thank you. And yeah.
Okay. I appreciate that. Brenda Billington is another Offspring director. She is on the East Coast in the Carolinas, in the North Carolina. And Brenda, anything you want to share? Because I know you went to Jamboree, I think like a week ago. So is there anything that you are doing right now? I know your goal is to do 100 faces by the end of February. So do you want to share any tip or anything that you're doing? I don't know if you can talk, but I think you're unmuted.
Yes, I'm unmuted. And my gosh, it feels like forever ago that I watched that, but my goal, it's so interesting because that you said that Mary Kay said book a party each day will take and it'll take the scaries away. That is actually right in line with what my goal is to book a lot, but also to keep consistently be booking a party a day. Right now, my goal is to have 10 parties on my books by the time I go to leadership this Friday. I leave Friday, and and I am currently halfway there. So that's pretty good considering I only had a couple just even a few hours ago on the book.
So can you give us the one tip for those who want to get a bunch of parties in their books? What's the one thing you're doing that you think is getting those parties booked? Is it just a mindset? Is it you're not giving up and you just keep asking? What's your tip?
I think if you go into it with this is going to be fun for them aspect, number one. Number two, I'm not afraid to offer them free stuff. I was afraid when I first started and I was a consultant. To me, it was, money out the door kind of a thing. But if you put qualifiers in, such as how many people they have to have show up at the party, they get this extra for having people that will book off of them, so that yes, you're giving away, but you're getting a lot.
Okay.
So I just don't say anymore, if you book a party, you get, in a vague sense, I'll give you blah, 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 so anyway.
So you're
but,
setting some stipulations, like there has to be 3 people, or it has to have,
right.
or for every booking you get an additional, I'm saying for every booking you get an additional item at half off.
Right.
And I said, it could be anything you want, but they're thinking like lifting serum, they're thinking of the expensive stuff, Serum C. So,
Right.
well, congratulations, Brenda. I know you're going to have your 10 parties booked. So keep me definitely in the loop, because I'm cheering you on, and I know you can be cheering me on, because I'm in the same mode you are. So, Janine, are you able to come back on and walk us through your product, the cleanser that we were not 100% informed in last night?
Yeah, you ready?
Okay, so yeah, so Janice happened to mention an ingredient. I wasn't sure about it, so I asked Janine to look it up. So she did it on Mary Kay in Touch under Product Central. So those of you who are new, there's a segment of the company's website that you can even put in an ingredient. Like I had a customer allergic to eucalyptus, and I'm thinking, I know we have some things, and so I typed in the word eucalyptus, and then it showed me what products had that ingredient in it. So what'd you find out, Janine, about the cleanser?
All right, I'm saving my order. Hold on one sec.
You're so funny.
All right. Your time-wise repair 4-in-1 cleanser does
not the repair cleanser, the 4-in-1 cleanser, the Time-Wise Miracle Set cleanser.
I'm sorry, yes, not repair. Miracle Set time-wise does not have any walnut. I read every ingredient in there and nothing says walnut.
Okay. So do you want to tell us what that cleanser does do, or what's the exfoliating part of it?
It has 3 critical skin supports: antioxidants, brightening, and collagen. And I'm just going to ask this question. Is it like the repair? Does it go 5 layers deep or 3 layers deep? The cleanser?
I don't know that, but I can ask when I go to Dallas.
Okay. In the antioxidants, it has the resveratrol, which counteracts the negative effects of free radicals on your skin, increases your natural protective antioxidants, and works in harmony with your natural antioxidants to help to support the skin barrier.
Okay.
It also contains vitamin B3, which has an additional antioxidant protection. It brightens and often diminishes. Well, let me think. Stop that one. Brightening or radiance often diminishes when the skin is unhealthy or when the skin is compromised by sun damage that appears as dark spots. To help reinforce the look of radiant, even skin tone, daily SPF and proper skincare are must-haves. This vitamin B3 targets the look of uneven skin tone and is a well-known brightening superpower. The resveratrol helps promote an even skin tone. It also contains collagen, which starts depleting as we age. Beginning in your 20s, you produce approximately 1% less collagen in the skin every year, year after year, forever.
That's depressing.
I know, right? By supporting the natural skin's collagen, you're reinforcing one of its main building blocks to help the skin seem plump and resilient.
Okay, so does anybody know what the little beads are like? Because you know how you can feel like the little exfoliating beads. Does anybody know what's in those? Because if not, I'm just going to ask when I go to Dallas.
I'll look it up. Just a minute. I'll be right there.
I should know.
Yeah.
But...
I'll look it up.
All right.
On the new redesigned in Touch, if you go to the order page and you click something to order it, it's all there. You don't have to
Right.
go to a separate place.
Right. So
Yeah,
Carrie,
has
on
the-
your sheet, does it have what those little, what the exfoliating part is?
I'm looking right now.
This takes a village.
I
All
know,
right.
right?
For time's sake, while you all, Janine, are you done with reading your part?
Yeah, it doesn't
Okay.
say anything about the ingredients in the beads. It just has the full ingredient list.
Okay, all right. So while you're all looking at that, I'm going to ask Dawn to come up. So at Jamboree, one of the nationals talked about, okay, Dawn, what is it, the app called? I keep forgetting. It's called
It's called Klarna.
Klarna.
Yeah.
And what it is it's used especially at a skincare class. If you've got someone who wants to buy the $399 special and they say to you, well, do you take payments? Sometimes people are like, oh, I'm a little reluctant to take payments. So a lot of people are starting to use Klarna. I don't know even how it works, but Dawn's done some research. So Dawn, can you kind of take it away and tell us what is Klarna and how does it work?
Yes. I'm going to share my screen. Can you all see
Yep.
Yeah.
screen? Okay. So this is the website for Klarna, and what Klarna is the payment platform, and it's from, I think, Finland or something. And it allows your customers to split up their payments, just like Affirm or some of those other ones. And so what you need to do, and I will put this link in the chat
Okay, thank you.
so that you can have it as soon as I stop sharing my
So
screen.
you as the consultant need it or the customer needs it as well?
No, you have to set up your business as a Klarna business first step. So you need to go to this website, which I'll put it in the chat, but
Okay.
you need to go to this website and you need to get started by making an account.
Okay.
You need to log in. It says get started right here. So we're going to click get started, and it's going to ask you a series of questions about your business. So
Okay.
you do your email address, your URL, which is your website,
Okay.
and then your country, and you hit continue, and you keep asking, it keeps asking you questions. And basically what you're doing is you're registering your business as a Klarna business. And then at the end, you're going to they'll be able to scan your QR code, and it will give them the option to pay with Klarna, which is in installments. But each one of you will have to, set this up if you want to use this on your
Okay.
as a form of payment.
So not to be devil's advocate. So let's say you're my consultant. I want to buy the $399 roll-up bag. How do you get paid? Do I have to so tell me how this works. I want to spend $399. You're my consultant. What do I do?
So you will have your QR code for your website, and then once you get registered with this platform, when you scan it, you'll have a special, I think it's like a special QR code from Klarna, and you'll have the little icon, and they'll scan that. And then it will take them to a page on this platform where they can pay. So it's kind of like having on the bottom of your webpage, you have the Facebook icon, the Instagram, and the Pinterest. Klarna is going to be one of your payment options. You'll have Venmo, Klarna, Affirm, and you'll have all the little, QR code or links, and that's what they
Okay.
choose. So they choose.
So how much would I pay? So if my purchase, let's say, is $399, do you get paid the whole $399 in a lump and I just make payments to them? Or when I make payments to them, you get paid? How does it work?
That part I haven't gotten as far. So when I started signing up for this, there were some questions on there that I did not know how to answer. And so what I'm hoping is that some of you experts in Mary Kay can go in and answer some of these questions and start to set up the page, set up your account, and then help some of us newbies. But
Do you remember what some of the questions were?
it had to do with, your just business information that I'm still a little unsure of how to answer some of these questions with your business. And so they're pretty straightforward, I think. So I just didn't know how to answer them. So I didn't finish setting it up for myself yet.
But
But
has anybody ever used Klarna? Because what I'm curious about is is, well, there's, I believe, so that's the thing is that I believe the customer, so if I was the customer and she was my consultant and I wanted to spend $3.99, I believe that I use Klarna, but then you get paid, but you're guaranteed the payment because they're already approved for the payment. Is that how that works?
Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
pretty
know
sure
about the
that
fees as well.
I think it has to be set up through ProPay, if I remember right. I looked at different ways, and I think it has to be set up through ProPay, and I'm not sure that ProPay connects with every single vendor that does that.
So all I know is several people in Mary Kay use Klarna, so I know it can be used because
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
like it's not compatible with this. I know they use
Yeah.
it, so.
So you know how there's like Affirm and ProPay and Klarna and all different kinds, all sorts of different kinds of payment plans. If I remember right, ProPay only uses is connected with a certain few of those.
Okay,
So
I didn't know,
if you,
I didn't even realize I had to be part of that. And so Crystal, this might be something that you
but I'm
use
not sure, but I think
even
so.
for
Yeah.
your photography business. I mean, if
Yeah.
any of you guys have other side businesses, it can be. So we'll find out more about it for next week. So stay tuned. Thank you, Dawn, for sharing that. I greatly appreciate that. And anybody want to start setting it up, we can continue with that. So I appreciate that. Okay, so tomorrow, does anybody know what tomorrow's deadline is? What's January 17th?
PCP.
Okay, so for people who are new, it sounds like it's a drug. Jen Goff, tell Crystal and some of the newbies, what is PCP?
It's a program the company provides to us where you sign up people to get their lookbook free and you pay for it. It's like 90 cents a person, which is a deal because it goes right to them. It has a personalized message to them. You don't have to pay postage. It comes in the mail automatically on their schedule, and it's amazing. So it's I don't remember, personal something. I can't remember.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right, so Lori, why don't you finish filling in the details? I'm going to show you guys what a lookbook looks like when it comes. So this is like the holiday one, but it comes personalized like this. So it's got the message from me to me. It'll be obviously to your client, and it's got the return address. It's got the address to them, and it says, it's got my website, my phone number. And so this goes out. So Lori, why don't you go ahead and explain the rest of this to everybody?
Okay, so first of all, it's a hugely beneficial program. And I remember they would always say, oh, the queens of sales, they always say that the preferred customer program is one of the best programs that they could invest in. For one thing, if you are short on time, all you have to do is provide the company with the names and addresses of your clients, and they, for a small price, and I will say it's small because it costs you less to sign up for the preferred customer program than it would if you had the lookbook and you mailed it out yourself. So you don't have to address the lookbook. You don't have to pay for the postage. It saves you a ton of time. It features the products for that particular season. And the cost of it really is supported if your client, if all she buys is one eyeshadow, then the cost of it is covered. But what we want to do is, not just, don't be concerned or don't cut them off if they haven't purchased, say, for one time. Say you have your client and they're on one time and they don't purchase from that. Leave them on for a good year and let them get used to receiving the book. Of course, follow-up always is key. So yeah, just, do you have anything you'd like to add to that, Diane?
I have a couple of things to add to it. It's super simple because you've got everybody's name, address, phone number, all that in your database already. So you go in there, you click the people who you want it to go to, the company tells you how much to pay per person, you get your total, you pay for it. And then there's no reason to cancel people, because what happens is, okay, let's just round up and say it's $1. So maybe they don't order for 3 times, that's $3. But then they order for Christmas. And so you've got like $300 all of a sudden. It's really sort of an investment, but it's also a no-brainer. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so one of the big perks, you guys, one is, and Lori mentioned this, I'm sorry, Jen?
It's timely. They get their catalog, their lookbook, as soon as the new product that's featured in it is available. Plus, they get a sample of something, which is huge. That is huge. You can't
Right.
pay for that.
So the three biggest reasons you guys would do it, Lori and Jen both mentioned, one is time. If you guys can click a button, rather than, you're not going to buy these catalogs, scotch tape them on all three sides, write a personalized note, stick a sample inside, it's not going to happen. Let's be real. We're all busy. Okay. And so to be able to send it out. Now, let's just say I'll pick on Dawn. So let's just say Dawn's new and she's thinking, well, I only have 3 customers. It's like, okay, but who did you get Christmas cards from? Who do you have? Who's a girlfriend? Who have you talked to? Like, you guys could enroll people tomorrow. Crystal, you're brand new. You could even enroll 4 or 5 people. Could be a mom, a sister, a cousin, a girlfriend, whoever. If you don't have their addresses, text them tonight and say, hey, I want to be able to send you the new spring catalog. What's your mailing address? Because I don't know about you all, but I have everybody's phone numbers. I have everyone's emails. I don't have everyone's phone addresses. So that's really, really important. Now, in this particular book for the holidays, they gave them a sample of a new fragrance. So there's this peel off of a fragrance sample in here. So they always get a free sample. It always comes personalized. And the point that Jen was making is that if they spend, all they've got to do is buy one eyeshadow for the whole 12 months you've enrolled them, and you cover your cost. All they've got to do is buy one $8 eyeshadow that costs, and you've profited $4, and it costs you $4 to send it to them for the whole year. So you do not want to.
And if you put it in your employee, if you put it in a break room, oh, that's a no-brainer. You add an extra one for yourself. You put it in the break room, and somebody's going to either order for themselves or order for somebody else. So it's like a no-brainer, yeah.
The other thing that's a really great perk, you guys, is it does give you early ordering privileges. So when they have launched, this happened about 3 years ago, they had little fragrance sprays, and they launched them on the 10th for anybody who did PCP. Well, by the time it was the 15th, the people that ordered on the 10th had already gotten theirs and saw how amazing they were and how great they smell, and they ordered a bunch more. They were sold out by the 17th. Well, the people on the 15th, which was everybody, they only had that 2-day window. So sometimes there's a huge advantage to being on that early ordering. So even if you only, like Crystal and Dawn, even if you enrolled 3 people, I would enroll 3 people. Like I would absolutely go on and enroll 3 people. You all know 3 people and you've got addresses. Lori, do you want to show them the picture? Because we can't show you what's in it, but do you want to share what the new lookbook is going to look like? This is the new one coming out for spring, you guys. It's got the 2 women on it. Can you all see that? I know it's kind of just disappearing in the background, but you all can see that. It's a great lookbook. We can't show you what's inside it yet, but you're going to love everything. So anybody have questions on
Very
PCP?
exciting stuff.
Okay. And Janine, thank you for filling in on the quick product thing.
Hello.
Then
Hello. I'm on the website and I'm used to the old setup for the website, and I can't find where to do PCP. I've been in for 20 years and I'm
know.
having trouble finding it.
I know
Okay.
it's a challenge,
me-
but there is a drop
So
down.
what's it under?
well, hold on a second.
It's
I'll take you all there. Give me 1 second. Let me screen share really quick. Let me go on here. So once you guys go on Mary Kay in Touch, this is the main home page. Give me 1 second so it can boot up. Come on, computer. Okay, well, a blank page doesn't do me much good. I was just logged in 2 seconds ago. Okay, so, oh, are you kidding me? It logged me out again. Okay.
It's interesting. Let me just tell you. Yeah, it has some bugs, so we have to be patient. I have to tell myself to be patient.
Okay, so once you're on the main home page, any second here now, then you click on, so yours will say welcome with your name on it. You're going to go to business tools right here. And you're going to go down here to preferred customer program. See that preferred customer program? And it's going to put you right to the preferred customer program. And then for you to sign up, you click on this button that says enroll now. And now if you want to just automatically enroll the people you enrolled last time, you can go down here to quick enroll and it'll re-enroll everybody that you enrolled last time. But if you want to add new people, you can add new people. So you just click on enroll now and it'll take you straight there. Did you see that, Julie? So it's under business tools. And
You know,
just go-
I went under ordering where it used to be. And
No.
then I went under my business and I'm like, I think I'm in too far to see it.
No, you go, so go back, so click on this,
Back.
click on this symbol right here, click on the In Touch with Mary Kay's face at the top left, it'll bring you back to the home page. Then go to Business Tools, then go down to Preferred Customer Program. Okay?
Hold on, business tools. Whereas I'm sorry, I'm having trouble finding it.
It's the third pull down.
I don't
So-
have anything that says business tools.
okay.
Are you on
Go
a
back,
PC?
go back up here and click on this in the upper left corner. Go click on this In
I
Touch
can't-
with Mary Kay's.
Hold on, I can't see. Hold on.
Are you on your phone?
No, I'm on my computer.
So all you need to do is click on the In Touch thing on the far left with the word In Touch with Mary Kay's little drawing face.
Oh, I
As
was
soon as you-
clicking on the home thing, the
No, no,
little
no.
home icon.
No,
Okay.
no. Click on this and then go to Business Tools, which is the third pull down menu, and go down to Preferred Customer Program.
I don't have that.
You do.
Must not have gone
here
back
it
to the home
Here it is.
page.
Here it is. I see it now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. We're good.
All
All
right.
right.
Thanks.
So since we are, and I would love for you guys to type in the chat section your retail sales for this last week. And I'd also like to know the number of new faces that you did. So how many new faces you did since last Tuesday? Anybody that you put product on their face? I know, Dawn, you've got at least 3 from last night. But how many new faces you did, and then your total retail sales for the week. Go ahead and type that in the chat. The thing I want to share with you guys is Bridget Moore is $1 million director. And I asked her about some of her systems that she has. So one of the things that she's doing that we are going to start incorporating, I'm going to use Dawn as my very first little guinea pig, and then Crystal, is something that somebody does in their first 24 hours that they join Mary Kay. They're going to download an app called Skin Analyzer. They're going to ask 5 of their friends to analyze their skin and put me in a 3-way chat. They don't have to buy anything or do anything. I just chat with them and say, thank you for supporting Dawn and doing the scan. Do you have any product questions? This is a super fun thing, you know, and it's super lightweight, super easy. It's just to get some of your friends excited about what Mary Kay has to offer. Does that make sense? So that'll be going out. But one of the things that Bridget does do, and I did a training on this on Quantum Leap. If you guys are not calling into the Quantum Leap hotline every day, I highly recommend it, because every morning I get up and when I'm putting my makeup on, I call in. And so I'm going to type the number in the chat. I suggest you guys put this in your phone. It's 641-715-3900. Okay. And then that's the phone number. And then it's going to ask you for the code, and the code is 78411#. Okay. So that's what it asks you for the code. This is 6 days a week. You can call in anytime during the day because it's pre-recorded really, really early in the morning, and you're going to hear an inspirational message. I truly know, and I will promise you from the bottom of my heart, that what we feed our brains, if the first thing you listen to while you're working out in the morning is the news or whatever, it's not good for your brain. Okay. And there's nothing you can do about what's going on in the news anyway. So, but if you listen to positive, upbeat stuff, I would say more than half the time what they share on that Quantum Leap call is not Mary Kay necessarily specific. It's psychology, it's mindset, it's positive thinking, it's maybe emotional management, time management. It's all kinds of things that apply to life. Okay. But what I taught on there last Wednesday, because Wednesday mornings is my morning to teach, is the thing about the birthday things on Facebook. So I'm going to share with you, because Bridget has had phenomenal success at this. So jot this down if you guys have got paper in front of you. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to find the birthdays on your Facebook. So just jot this down. Find the birthdays on your Facebook. Number 2, the day before her birthday, you are going to call her, not text her, call her. Okay, so let's say Carrie McCurdy's birthday was tomorrow. I would be calling Carrie today, not the day of her birthday, the day before. The third thing is you're going to make a little graphic thing that says like top tips to keep you looking younger, like a little pic collage or whatever. And you're going to send that in as a thumbnail to a video. Now, I'm in the process of finding a good video. So give me another 24 hours and I will find a good video that you all can use. Number 4 is I'm going to call the birthday person. And this is what I'm going to say to her. Hey, blank, for Carrie, I'll just use her as an example. Happy early birthday. So I'm going to actually role play this with Lori. So Lori, we're going to pretend your birthday's tomorrow. And so I'm going to call and say, hey, Lori, happy early birthday. Tell me, what do you do tomorrow that's fun? That's what you're going to ask her. Hey, tell me what you're doing tomorrow that's fun.
Oh, well, my husband's gonna take me out for something.
Oh, great. Anything else you've planned?
No, that's about it.
Well, guess what, Lori? I have this, and this is what you're going to say to her. I have this really special and fun thing that I made with great tips on how to stay looking younger, and it's super fun. So I'll send it to you. Is that okay?
I'd love it.
Good. Well, I hope you do love it, and I wanted to wish you a happy early birthday.
Wow,
Lori-
thank you.
And then when Lori says something like "thank you" or "I can't wait to watch" or whatever, then I will say, "Well, Lori, I also want to let you know I host a special event once a month." I'll repeat all this in a second, you guys. I host a special event once a month for birthdays, and I go into all these tips on the video in more detail and how to make them work for you. I'd love to add you. Would you like me to do that?
Sure.
It's going to be on Zoom a week from Thursday. And so what I would do is I would do it like maybe you could do it toward the end of the month if you wanted to. So that you have, you know what I'm saying? So you have people that you can gather on there. Okay.
Is
And
it
when
going
she
to be
says that,
recorded? Just, I have a question. Is it going to be recorded just in case I'm not able to make it?
so if she said that to me, I'd say, well, Lori, it is recorded. Because let's say she says, well, we're going to be on a cruise that day. And I'd say, okay, well, why don't I just send you the recording? But if it works out that you can be here, I would really, really love for you to be on. And so you could just do it on Zoom if you want. And you just get everybody on and you go into detail. So let's say one of the tips is extra hydration. You're going to pick an extra hydrating Mary Kay product that would complement that. So if they talk about how important hydration is, you can say, oh my gosh, you guys, my two favorite things for hydration are the boosters of the hyaluronic acid, as well as the moisture gel mask. And here's what I use. The video is meant more generically to not promote a product, but it's more of a beauty hack type of tip, if that makes sense. Like typically they'll tell you over 40, don't use powder foundation. So it'll be like little tips and hacks like that, it'll be generic. Then you go in and do the monthly thing. Now, Bridget's been doing this for over a year, and she said that she has had phenomenal results. One is customers never want to leave her. They want to keep her as their consultant. They have a great time. She also does offer them, and she says, oh, well, Lori, if you attend the live thing, though, you also get an additional gift. And so she'll sweeten the pot. And it could be something like putting a color card in the mail to all your customers that jump on. That's easy, right? And you can say, oh my gosh, you guys, so everybody who's on tonight gets to choose one of these 3 color looks. Type in the chat whether you want the green eye, the blue eye, or the brown eyed card, or the neutral, the smoky, or the dramatic. And I'll pop this in the mail to you. So that would only be for those that are on live. So that kind of helps you. Does that make sense? Or you could say everybody that's on tonight gets a sample of the Radiance Peel. So you could offer just a sample to have them on. So let me show you guys, now that I've shared that with you, let me show you how you go and do this and where you find this, okay? So you're going to go to your generic Facebook page, and we're going to kind of close this whole idea here. All right, so we're going to go to screen share, and we're going to go to my Facebook. All right, so you guys all know how to get on your own Facebook page, right? And let's say you have 100 friends on Facebook. Let's say there's not a lot of people on here. You're going to go to the Friends pull-down tab right here where it says Friends, right? You click on Friends, then, and these are all your Facebook friends, right? Well, then you click on Birthdays. And you're looking for people who've got birthdays. So now I've got Liz Morgan's one of my clients. Tomorrow's her birthday. I should have called her today. Janice Bross is another one of my clients and a girlfriend. And so tomorrow's her birthday. This person's already in Mary Kay. So I'm not going to be calling her. She's in Mary Kay. So some of these people are in Mary Kay. I'm obviously not going to call them and offer them this, but do you see what I'm saying? So here's a birthday in 3 days. Today is her birthday. So Gladys Morris. Some of these people, I don't even know who they are, to be really honest with you, because people will say, yeah, can I be your Facebook friend? I'm like, sure. Marianne, I went to high school with. Today is her birthday. I didn't even remember that. I need to text her. So do you guys see how this works though? You can literally go in and jot down who you have as Facebook friends who have got birthdays. And so that might be your first phone call in the morning. So these people all have January birthdays. All of these people have January birthdays. Does anybody have any questions for me? Now you can also offer specials, like you can do, like what I do is I offer them. I've had a couple different ideas, and I know Brenda might have something she wants to add to this. I've had one director share with me that she gives her clients one item at half price the month of their birthday, anything they want. Could be lifting serum, could be a sonic brush, any one thing they want, they get it at half off. Or you could do like a discount of a shopping spree. You could say, well, the month of your birthday, everything is 20% off. The advantage of that is they get a lot more, they stock up on stuff. So it's totally up to you, but I would offer some type of a little incentive. One thing I used to do is I would give, like if it was Lori's birthday, I'd say, well, Lori, you automatically get 15% off. But if you'd like to double that to 30, which now you have their attention, all you've got to do is jump on my birthday event and watch the new tips and tricks, and then your discount doubles. Well, guess what? Now you're going to have people on your event because they want to go from a 15% discount to 30. You guys are still making 20. So whatever. Does that make sense? Okay, you guys, but there are people out there that have got birthdays, and some of the people, do you all agree that you all have Facebook friends and sometimes you aren't sure who these people are, or you haven't talked to them in years? I'm sure I'm not the only one. So how fun would that be to find somebody on there who's maybe you haven't talked to in 4 years and call them and go, Connie, you know, do you even remember me? This is Diane. Oh my God, I haven't talked to you. I just realized your birthday's tomorrow. And have her go, oh my God, how did you know it was my birthday? I said, well, I went on Facebook and I saw it was your birthday tomorrow. How are you? Tell me what you've been up to. And you could reconnect with people because you've got a reason to. People, their birthday is Lori and I were talking about this. It is a cherished holiday because it's not a holiday they share with anyone else. This isn't like Christmas. This isn't like Thanksgiving. It isn't like Easter. This is their personal day. And I will tell you guys, do you not love it when somebody special remembers your birthday? Right? I do. And so I will tell you guys, the birthday thing is really the way to go. So again, I'll just zip through these really, really quick. You're going to go on Facebook. You're going to see whose birthdays are, maybe jot them down, call the day before their birthday. And then you're going to make this little graphic thing. And I'll make the graphic thing for you if you don't want to make it. It's just going to say top tips to keep you looking younger. And then you're going to say with her, with your voice, not a text, no texting. Hey, Lori, happy early birthday. Tell me, what are you doing tomorrow that's fun? And you can either shoot a video. You know how you guys do this? You just go to your camera and you do a video that's 15 seconds long, and then you send it to her. And you're like, hey, Lori, it's Diane. Happy birthday. Happy early birthday. I know your birthday's tomorrow. Let me know what you're doing that's fun. I'm personally going to call them because I'd say, call me back and tell me what you're doing that's fun. I'm waiting for your call. And you could just make a quick video like that that's 20 seconds long. And when Lori opens it, she's going to go, she remembered my birthday, and she's going to call me. So if you're a person who's really, really short on time, you might pre-make that little video that's 20 seconds long and then text it to them and say, call me. I'm dying to know what you're doing tomorrow. I'm waiting by my phone to hear from you. Call me back. Right?
Diane,
Yes, ma'am.
can I play devil's advocate?
Yes, ma'am.
So you've got Facebook friends, lots and lots of Facebook friends, but maybe you don't have their phone number. What do you, problem solve? My first instinct is that I would send them a voice text
On instant
saying that
messenger.
same thing.
I'm sure.
Anybody else have
That's exactly what I was. That's exactly what I would do. That's exactly what I would do, Brenda. I'd go on instant messenger, hold down the microphone and say, hey, Brenda, it's Diane. I just realized tomorrow is your birthday and I really want to hear from you. I don't have your phone number. So here's my phone number. I'll text it below. Call me. And then you type in your phone number in instant messenger and she will call you. Hey, I just realized your birthday's tomorrow. I'm dying to hear from you. I want to know what you're doing tomorrow. Call me. Here's my number. I'll be waiting to hear from you. Call me now. And you just leave that message. Does that make sense?
Yep.
That's what I would do, because there are going to be people who don't have their phone number. I'm really glad you asked that. Anyone else have a comment on the birthdays?
Are you gonna put in your Facebook page about like what you say after you say what are you doing for fun? You know, like follow up with what you're offering them as during their
Yeah, do you want
birthday?
me to type up what I said really fast? Do you want me to type that up?
Sure.
Okay,
Well,
yeah.
and more the idea that what are you gonna offer them? Like a facial or a beauty
No,
event and make it
what I
fun?
really want them to do is I want to tie them to me. My goal is that they feel that having a consultant, Diane Covington and Mary Kay, is valuable. The people at Ulta and Sephora aren't going to call them on their birthday. So when they get a personal call from me the day before, it shows intention, because it hasn't shown up on their Facebook yet that says, oh, it's Susie Q's birthday. And you're like, oh, shoot, I haven't talked to her. It's the day
Okay.
before. That's the key part. And you're going to do your voice. and they're going to hear that. They're going to feel special. So my goal is to get Lori to answer her phone, and then for me to ask her, what are you doing tomorrow that's fun? And then she'll respond. And then I say, well, I have this really special fun thing that I made with great tips. It's super fun. So I'll send it to you. I hope you love it, and happy early birthday. And she goes, thank you so much. I say, well, by the way, Lori, I also host a special event once a month for birthdays. And I go into these tips in more detail on how to make them work for you. I'd love to add you. Can I send you the link? And then go from there. So I suggest we try this. I think we should all do this in January, and you could go back and you could even, like, let's say Janine's birthday was January 3rd. I could call and say, Janine, I cannot believe I didn't call you on January 3rd and wish you a happy birthday. So first of all, I want to apologize. I'm doing this new program with birthdays and I missed your birthday, but I want to ask, what did you do that was fun and special? And then she could say, oh, we went to Disneyland. I'd say, wow, that's so exciting. I'm doing this really special thing with great tips. Can I send it to you? Just because her birthday passed doesn't mean you still can't do it. So I'd love to see you guys go back and implement some of this stuff for January birthdays. Okay?
You know me so well, Diane.
Yeah, I know. Go to Disneyland. I already got that figured out. I've seen your house. All right. All right, you guys. Thank you for being on tonight. I hope you all have a fabulous week. Please look at the unit Facebook page for the challenge. I will post it now, even though it doesn't start until Friday. I think it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. So it's a 5-day challenge. You can do any 4 or 5 of the things that are on there. You could do them all and be the overachiever, and I'll bring you a bigger prize. And thank you, Dawn, for sharing about that spending app. Thank you, Janine, for looking up the cleanser. I appreciate that. Thank you, Brenda, for your input, and Jen Goss for your help. Kelly, for your input on last night. I do want to ask a real quick question. If I was to put together a live event in February, do you guys think you'd get more models if it was a spa experience, or do you think you'd get more models if it was skincare and makeup? Because I'm thinking about doing the spa experience at my house, because I have 17 white bathrobes, and I think it would be a hoot for them to come in, take off their jacket, and slip on a white cotton bathrobe. I have these long full-length bathrobes that they could put on, and I could do a spa experience right here at my house.
I think a spa experience would be good for my people.
Okay. Anybody else input spa experience or makeup, or both?
Well, the thing is about the bathrobes is, like, who has 17 bathrobes besides you? And we can do the facial, but we can't really
I do.
Oh.
No, but you know what I'm saying is that if I can find a venue, so what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a venue that seats like 25 models. So I'm looking for a restaurant that'll let us do it there for free, or someplace that'll let us do it, because if I got to pay $300 or $400 for a room, then I got to charge all of you guys, and then that's hard to do all the giveaways. So what I'm looking for ideally is a space that's like $50 or free, or a restaurant that I can promote and we can use their back room. That's what I'm really looking for. So, and I know I'm in Benicia, but trust me, it would be worth your $7 bridge toll to bring a whole carload of people here. Because if I'm going to do all the work and all you've got to do is smile and sit there, yeah. So, all right. Well, you guys, thanks several of you for being on last night. Carrie, did you have something else you wanted to say, babe?
Yeah, there is a place, but I don't know how many people we can get in, and I need to talk to her, but she lets us do events there.
And is it in Antioch, or where is it?
It's in Brentwood. It's the Crystal Salt Cave.
Okay. So we could do possibly one event in Brentwood and one event in Benicia. So depending on where your guests are, if they're East County guests, they might want to go to Brentwood. If they are Martinez, Pleasant Hill, whatever, they might want to come to Benicia. If they know that. So what I did last night is I told every one of my guests, because I had 8 guests, that I was bringing them a custom goodie bag, and I put a single sheet face mask in everybody's bag, plus a sample of microderm, plus a mini mascara. So they all thought that was cool. So, all right, ladies. So don't forget tomorrow. Now, tomorrow night is really, really important. We have a chance to win Janice. I need to make sure I have 6 consultants from our unit, and Lori needs 6 from her unit to be on Janice's training tomorrow night. If we have 6 on, the directors go into a drawing, and Janice is going to draw 3 directors' names, and she's going to do a live or Zoom event just for that unit. So I need to know who's planning on being on tomorrow night. Text me if you're planning on being on Janice's class tomorrow night. It's all on how to sell your inventory, how to close a party, how to build a loaded bag. So Carrie, you'll be on tomorrow night. Dawn, I'm assuming you'll be on. You're shaking your head. Yes. Okay. Kelly?
I can be on in between my doctor's appointment.
Okay. Janine, you're a no? You cannot be? Okay. So I got 3 yeses. Okay. I just need to make sure we've got at least 3 more on there. So because I want to win Janice. Can't believe I have to win my sister, but whatever. Anyway, all right, you guys, thank you for being on tonight. Be looking for the challenge that'll be posted tomorrow. And you guys can do the challenge while I'm gone. And I can't wait to get Inside Scoop to share with you. I'll be sharing with you guys next Tuesday from Texas. Lori will be hosting the thing and I will be coming on and we'll be doing it Texas live. Okay. All right. I'll see you. And don't forget Thursday night, we have Callie DeBlander Brigham doing the sharing. And so Janice is giving away 5 free e-starts. So Dawn, if one of your gals maybe might be thinking about it, she can at least jump on and check it out. Nothing to lose. All right, you guys have a great night.
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Night.